I came to McCoy McCoy because I was involved in a hit-and-run car accident where the driver couldn't be identified. I was hit and the driver took off, so I followed the driver. The state police were notified. I was told to no longer follow this truck during the snowstorm, and they would be able to locate the driver of this truck. I followed up with my injuries, with medical attention. I then needed legal representation to advocate for my best interest, beginning with a law firm that I felt as if I were getting nowhere. I decided to do a little research and found McCoy McCoy LLC and was happy with the effort, the level of comfort, the questions that I provided, the questions that I had, clear answers were given, and the time was taken to listen to my story and to follow up with locating the town that the driver of this hit-and-run truck worked for. The process was very easy, very, very comfortable. The staff was always accessible, prompt with returning phone calls, and very thorough with explaining to me what the process would be like. The drivers, the towns, were not giving any compensation and taking care of medical bills, so we decided to go to trial. The trial was very taxing mentally because I needed to be alert and comprehensive with my story. Attorney McCoy coached me on what to expect, and with knowing what a trial is about, I went in very clear-minded, very thorough, and able to share my story with the judge. And Attorney McCoy was able to have the judge understand the things that took place, the level of injury that I had, as well as the neglect of the hit-and-run driver. And at the end of the 2-day trial, his hard work and my testimony proved to be successful, and we won. I attribute the win to his coaching skills and the direction of McCoy McCoy, and he attributes the win to my testimony and my ability to be honest and very thorough in describing what happened to me on that day in January many years ago in a snowstorm. I decided to go to trial because I wanted my voice to be heard. It was important to me to hold the individual who hit me accountable for changing my entire day, as well as affecting me through the injuries that I've had, that I'm going to continue to have for my life. I didn't feel it was fair to sue my private car insurance when I knew there was a driver out there responsible for hurting me. What I liked about the trial was I was able to finally talk about what had taken place and be heard. With the first law firm I sought, I didn't feel they understood where I was coming from, and it was not about financial compensation. I was not looking for a monetary return from this at all. My focus was the accountability of the driver that hit me. And because I was the victim in this situation, I was unable to complete the rest of my day, which meant being with family, as well as adequately preparing for a snowstorm. So I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity to share what had taken place, to hold the driver and the town and the state of Connecticut responsible or accountable for their actions. And Attorney McCoy McCoy was able to get that picture clearly across, and I'm very grateful. I didn't find the trial to be very difficult. Being alert was and on top of everything that was being said, just in case I needed to share some information with Attorney McCoy, was probably the most difficult part. But everything else was done. The staff, Attorney McCoy, prepped me. I was prepared. I was ready. I knew what to expect. I did my homework as I was instructed to do, and the effort proved to be successful. I could not be happier with winning this case, my case. I would recommend Attorney McCoy McCoy to anyone who feels that they're not being heard, that their best interests are not being followed through, to anyone who is prepared to stand by their word, be absolutely open and honest with Attorney McCoy, the staff, and be prepared to have very difficult questions presented to them in order to win a lawsuit, a very difficult lawsuit. In the event I'm asked to, I would recommend Attorney McCoy McCoy at the drop of a dime to anyone. The judge sided with me, and McCoy McCoy and myself were successful in winning this lawsuit against the state of Connecticut. Attorney McCoy attributes the win to my testimony, the evidence that I presented, my ability to share my story and to be clear in that. I attribute the win to the law firm's guidance and his ability as a trial attorney to do an awesome job with my best interest at hand from start to finish, from the moment I got to McCoy McCoy right up to learning that we got that W, which was really important. Frank was so nice. I feel comfortable enough at this point, now that I'm no longer a client, to call him by his first name, just as the family oriented law firm is. I feel at the end of this have become part of the family. Attorney McCoy walked me through the process and made the biggest difference in winning this lawsuit, and I'm grateful. His talent and knowledge of made the biggest difference. To see him be cool under pressure, and to be able to stand up and stand strong against the state of Connecticut with my best interest at hand was not just phenomenal. I was in awe. I was in awe. Very excited to know that I picked the right law firm to represent me, and Attorney McCoy became more of a legal advocate as opposed to just an attorney. Very passionate at what he does, very knowledgeable in his field, and the ability to stand in a courtroom and share with the judge the big picture against two attorneys on the opposite side was absolutely phenomenal. Very proud of him. And he'll tell you that he's proud of me. So I guess we're high-fiving each other. I'm happy and grateful, blessed.